Some Zen people say this dog, or does a dog have Buddha nature? Mu, which equals nothingness, koan, is the only valuable koan which is worth contemplating. What do you think about it? I think it's a very important koan. Is it the most important? I think the most valuable koan is the koan that's happening right now in this moment. Many people think that koan is some kind of word game or riddles or anything, but really, koan means something appears. Our job is to perceive it and respond. So this moment is the best koan that you can work on. Also, many traditions use koans in different ways. Some traditions use koans to help your mind and the universe become one, which we were talking about earlier. Some teachers will use koans to test the student's understanding. Some traditions, and like ours, use koans to help our lives become clear. So in our school, the Quantum School of Zen, we talk about 3 important points. Before thinking, sometimes called beginner's mind, don't know mind, enlightened mind, Buddha mind. So we talk about experiencing that mind before thinking. Second point is perceiving truth, right? Because when your mind is clear, then truth appears by itself. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you perceive right now? Then the third point is when you see the truth, how does the truth function? So that means how does Koan functions in our life to help us be clear? How does meditation function in our life? So this, does a dog have Buddha nature? That's the very first question we use for a student's homework. Now, traditionally, there's about 1,700 koans in the Chinese, Japanese, Korean tradition. Zen Master Sung Song took 12 that represented all of the 1,700 koans. Because a lot of these koans has to do with opposites thinking, because most people in this world live in opposites world. I, you, us, them, good, bad, right, wrong, like, dislike, right? So even Zen teachers would see that in their students and sometimes say something to hit their mind. In Korean, we call Zen Master Joju is the one connected to this koan. Does a dog have Buddha nature? Because what happened was a monk came to Zen Master Joju and says, does a dog have Buddha nature? Joju responded, Mo, right? Yeah, what you said translate to no or nothingness or extinct. Zen Master Joju is a very interesting teacher and can perceive students very clearly, because he perceived that this student was very attached to the idea of Buddha nature. Everything has Buddha nature. Sky has Buddha nature. The trees have Buddha nature. I have Buddha nature. You have Buddha nature. So Joju, does a dog have Buddha nature? Joju said, Mo. So Buddha said everything has Buddha nature. Joju said dog has no Buddha nature. Which one is correct? Right? This is the opposites world. Well, if one's correct, one's not correct. So how do we take away opposites thinking in our mind? Then this koan becomes very clear. Another question we ask is, Joju said, Mo, what does that really mean? Not just our understanding of it, but what is it? And of course, the last question we ask is, does a dog have Buddha nature? All right. So that's how we use it. So yeah, it's a very important koan, but the most important koan is the one right now in this moment.